Bruh.
Let's go.
Woo, doggy, what's going on? How y'all doing today? It's Tuesday, May 11th, 2021. It's your boy, Z-Rex. It's No Noise. We're live. It's later in the day. I know it's not during market hours, which is not normal. But I was hanging out with my son all day. I've had some changes in schedule stuff with the mom. So, yeah, so I've just been kind of hanging out, spending more time with him, and wait until I don't have him at all, or he's napping or something, to get it in on these videos. Because, man, if you don't got kids, or you got kids, younger kids, whatever, dude, they grow up so fast, man. It's crazy. Like, my son is just turned 3 yesterday, and it's like, what? I feel like you were still in your mom like a couple weeks ago. Like, it's just so crazy fast. And then you're like, oh, the baby's so cute, and there's like that baby mode, and then all of a sudden it's like, whoa, he's just like grown up and like can talk pretty normal. And I'm just like, whoa, you're like a little human man, not just like gaga goo goo, give me milk. But anyway, yeah, so precious time, man. Cherish that crap, because they're only that young for a while. And once they get older, they're pretty much going to be the same after 25 or whatever it is, or somewhere in your 20s and something like that. But so you're pretty much going to be the same after that, and then that's decades. They're only that young, and that innocent for about 5 years. And they start becoming little a-holes by the year. Anyway, whatever. Let's see. Markets today. This is going to be a little bit of a fresh look for me. I haven't really looked at any charts today, just only some tickers from my phone, so this will be fun. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. The total market cap, yes, nice dip yesterday. I mean, it's whatever. It closed above the 10 simple, so that's pretty cool. I do like that. Just came right to test the 21 in the previous high here. I mean, that's not terrible. So, decent daily close on that. How does this look? Almost the same here. What do we got? The daily in a couple of hours. All right, yeah, so we'll see how this closes. If it closes above all these bodies, I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty sexy candle structure. What's happening here? Oh, well, it thought it was going to get going, but no. Altcoins are reigning supreme over, au revoir. Maybe that's what I don't know what the hell that came out, au revoir. But man, this thing is just getting murdered, dude, all the way to the ground. It's just, every day, or every week, it's just getting smashed. And we're almost to that 40. Man, low 40s, a little further than here. Gonna be a little bit concerned. I mean, we only do have one market to really judge this off of because, you know, prior to this, it was just pretty much Bitcoin and Dogecoin and a bunch of coins that no one gave two shits about. Let's go see what Mama Bear's doing. Oh, yeah, that daily did end up closing right here, right above it. Oh, man, just making this so confusing. This continuation of this range. I mean, there's just nothing different about this chart. I'm literally going to talk about it for about 5 seconds and move on because it's inside this box. Until it gets out of this box, it doesn't matter. I guess high time frame, this is where it's so divided. High time frames, you're still mostly bullish, right? Obviously, the monthly is pretty good, and the weekly, although the weekly did start to lose its momentum and go into the neutral zone. So, I mean, it's like mostly bullish, but like when you zoom in a little bit, like I don't like that we're just continuously getting rejected from this mama and the 618 and this damn, 59,000 handle. It's just over and over just getting wiped out from it. So, and I guess we are just going to fill out the camel hump here on the mama. Thought I'd be able to go through it at first when it first tapped it over here, but just lots of confusion. So until it gets out of this range, I mean, whatever. It's just a boring burger. And I mean, the best part, I guess, about it is closing above that mid 50,000 horizontal we have here. So, I mean, it's like it just can't get really more confusing than this. So, still being a little cautious. Let's see what futures say. Let's see what the future says. Futures are sloppy as hell too. I mean, let's go weekly. Weekly, they still have actually the power zone though on the oscillator for DMI. So weekly on the futures looks a little bit better, just a little bit. But when you break it down, it's pretty much the same stupid ranges though. About 59,000 and about that mid 50s area. So until we get out of this range, it's just so boring. What's Ethereum doing? Did a little doji, but that doesn't really mean anything. That's 50-50 pretty much shot there. Especially at the top of a range right after another one. So really, as long as this is holding this candle right here at about 3,600, I mean, it looks fine to me. I don't see any major issues with this. Even if we zoom in. I mean, I guess we have lost a little bit of the momentum, but I mean, this is only like a handful of candles, so it's like not that significant yet. And really just riding up this trend line and these EMAs on the daily, I mean, that's whatever. Oh, don't overthink it. It looks good until it don't. We're in price discovery mode right now. Weekly, not really getting much. Or daily, man, we're not really getting anything off the futures. I guess they do share the same thing with Bitcoin, that the futures are a little bit more bullish, so I do tend to put more weight on the futures charts, so hey, if I just want to zoom in on that only, it's bullish as hell, it's going to the moon. Alright, what do we got, LTC, what you doing? Pretty good bearish divergence from this point to this point on the RSI. No momentum on this time frame. Let's go to a daily, though. That'll be more important here. I mean, shit, man. On the daily, as long as this thing's holding like 330, I mean, there's no problems with this. And then ultimately about 300. But shorter time frame, about 330. Break there, we probably test 300. Then we'll have to reassess. But man, yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with this chart either. I mean, this weekly is beast mode weekly close right here. I mean, that is super sexy. So, yeah, Charlie Lee is pimp mode. I wonder if he bought back in Charlie Lee and he's going to come out and be like, I'm selling the top again, guys. I bought in at 20 bucks and I'm out again. That would be pretty cool. He nailed the shit out of that top, though, didn't he? Man. Who would have known Charlie Lee is the best hedge fund manager, money manager in the world? No, I don't know. I'm just making that up. But anyway, Ethereum Classic, what are you doing today? Bouncing off that 10 simple like that for the daily. It is just consolidating here, so you know we could easily do something like this where it just went for a couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks before kind of resetting. So yeah, it's kind of in a. Yeah, it's kind of in like more of a neutral bullish posturing here. I mean, like it looked good, but it had this mega super run. I mean, it was like 40% like every day or something. I don't know. Yeah, it's like 23 up, only flat, and then 15, whatever, 30, 40. It's just like, so this market needs to chill on this one for a little bit. It looks like, and I wouldn't be surprised if this just kind of hovers in this 140 to like about 90-ish bucks for the next week or so. So not really much to do with that. Definitely am not buying anything ETC up here, though. There's, I think, other opportunities that are way better than this. Because look at this, guys. On a weekly short-term moving average, just after last week's close alone, it's like 65% away from the shortest MA. Well, that's crazy. That is real crazy. Not there. How about here? It's close, but not quite. But yeah, so it is still bullish, but man, I'd really want to see the daily take out like really like 150, and then maybe on retest, I might think it'd be better for long entries. Let's see what we got here. Rips, ripple me nipples. What are you doing? Not really shit. Still bullish though. Off the oscillators, this weekly candle is sexy right here. Do like that. The 3-day, that's not closing anytime soon. Neither is the 2-day. Looks like they both close tomorrow. Ooh, yeah, but we're rallying into the... Yeah, another hard read. But I will have to lean a little bearish on this on the daily. Because if this tail wasn't here on this candle, then I probably wouldn't be as bearish. But that's a pretty significant tail. And that pretty much tested the bottom end of this previous breakout zone where we got bullish. So this is a little bit concerning. What would make it not concerning for me is it would really have to get back above 155. And I'd like to see a daily close above that. But right now, I mean, you've got the opening EMAs to the downside. The 200s right here. But it has curled over after the last couple of weeks here. So yeah, this is a pretty chop neutral hard trade right here on ripples. Oh man, yeah, I don't know, man. I guess keeping it easy peasy, simple, then I'd probably just keep it to as long as it can hold this like 130-ish level. But man, we take out, I think anything really below 128, 130, it's going to start to get pretty damn fugly again. So, sorry, and this was a 3-hour, not a daily. That's my bad. But yeah, kind of just need more time, man. Like, it's hard to pull some triggers on this stuff. On some of them, like, there's some that have been clearly bullish as hell. XLM is actually one of them, oddly enough, after this candle going sideways at the top of the range. EMAs, I mean, this is the sexiest setup. DMI's up, EMA's opening up. They're all in order, too. I mean, the posturing is perfect for this thing. And I mean, looks like it's just getting a little continuation, a little overheated, dumped. See if this daily can close above about 65 cents, and that would look pretty damn good for follow through on that. What makes it not good? Anything back below 50 cents it will start to get kind of ugly. You have to reassess there. Dot, what are you doing, Dot? Dot ain't doing shit. It's just making this stupid, ugly, like Bitcoin pattern, Russell 2000 pattern. This like just sideways, funky bat head and shoulders. I don't know what the hell this is, but it sucks. It's not making it easy. If we just zoom out, it looks a little bit better, not as hard on the eyes. You're like, oh, it's just super mega consolidation, which can be a form of a correction. Like not in the way that, you know, most people would think is like, oh, dang, let's dump 40%, 50%, touch the 200 daily. But this can be the same thing as dumping really hard if it just takes forever and does nothing and just range bound and let like long-term EMAs and stuff catch up. Then that can be considered the same as a big sell-off to reset. So that is the only thing hanging in the back of my mind for Bitcoin, is that it's just consolidating at these highs for a while before continuation. So because if we flipped it, let's clean up the chart. And if we flipped it, right, and you saw this, you'd be like, damn, this is kind of bearish, right? I mean, I think most people would look at this chart and be like, shit, this is pretty bearish. We're just hanging out on these lows. We're not making new highs right here. It's like we just banging on this support level, right? In quotes I'm putting up right now. It's like, damn, this would be pretty bearish, I think, off of most people's reads. But, you know, obviously the chart's flipped, so it's just a little bias buster there. Or in this case, kind of agreeing that, man, maybe this is just consolidation at the highs and we're just getting charged up to do another move. And actually, while I'm saying that, it made me just remind me of, that's great English. Let's go to the hash ribbon because I'm waiting for this biatch to close. Oh my God, look at all these alerts I got. Oh, master cross. Oh, we're going to have to go look at that, guys. Master, not master. Damn it, I keep saying that. MicroStrategy, retarded. It just looks like master. They've trained us to spell things without vowels in them, so nope. We don't have it yet. We need that blue dot, and I'm really looking for that, and that would be super sexy for probably getting this thing to continue. All right, where would we leave off? Dot wasn't doing shit, needs to get out of this box, so it sucks. Link actually looks pretty good. Just hovering right here, right on the 10 simple. It does need to get follow through like within the next day or two, though, or it probably will come back and test like lower 40s. But oh yeah, it's really only high time frames. Lower time frames have kind of gotten a little bit bearish, but I mean, really, as long as this is holding about let's see, all this business here about 45 and change, it looks pretty good. And any candle, I think, any daily back above the 48.5 level should usher in at least a test back up to the local high at like $52. Let's see, ADA, what are you doing, biatch? ADA, man, Charles just beast moding right here on that weekly, super sexy weekly. I mean, this is bullish as hell what this is doing right now. Just hovering like this and even kind of like keeping the bodies bit up. And yeah, I mean, this thing above 155 looks great. Like, I don't see any problems with buying this on dips. Now, where I get concerned is if we broke like 148, 150 would probably do it. But definitely 148. I'd look for a move back down to like mid 130s and then have to reassess. But this thing does look like it's getting ready to charge up to $2 for the next target. And if it wants to get real crazy, the next target's all the way at 275. That's getting a little ambitious though. But hey, this is crypto. BCH, another one of those that's been showing lots of good relative strength. Very nice, just running hard. I mean, where we at? We got a little resistance right here about the 1700-ish area. I mean, but this is flagging out though right here. I mean, this is a pretty nice daily continuation type pattern, and it's really going to have to break like 1200 flat to negate that. So as long as this is holding above 1200, I mean, This, I bet you this little flag right here, does that measure it up to, probably not. Let's see. Nope. So we got a flag measured move to about 2K, a little over 2K. And then anything probably over 2K is going to really put in this 3,300 target on Bitcoin Cash, which is crazy. Sounds so crazy to say that. But hey, I mean, that's right around all-time highs back in the last cycle. So, all right, BSV. Okay, nice bounce off of the teal box. Yeah, I mean, this daily closing up like this would actually be a pretty good daily close, man, on BSV. So it's been real bearish after this follow-through candle we've been talking about, and didn't even really like this one yesterday, but, you know, you got to be fluid with the markets, and sometimes you get new information and new data, and you have to adjust. And if this thing does close up here above, like, 30.70, you know, that's a pretty decent candle for the daily. Now, see, we can just see the low time frames, get a little resets on them, and man, it would be pretty awesome on that. Let's see if I go to the quarterly. No, this one doesn't have good enough data for that. You know, I wanted to look at that on Bitcoin real quick, the super high time frames. Jeez, you look at this thing on a quarterly, you're just like, oh, what? Go all in. You know, hodling makes more sense, I guess, when you zoom out like this. Jesus. What the hell? Whoop, 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 whoop. Just forever, man. It's just going to do that forever, all the way to 80 trillion. You know, that's just what it's going to do. All right. Anyway, let's go back down over here to the star of the show today, which is next in line. Frickin' EOS, dude. Flagging up here a little bit, hanging out on its highs, right on the 10, but then out of nowhere, we just get a damn 43% move today. That's absolutely phenomenal on EOS. I mean, yeah, these lower time frames, there was nothing even hinting about any of that. So, oh, I guess this one was a little bit better. Oh, that's why, oh my God, I got to remember to do that. That's why I need to, like, have a little, I wish you could make it, like, on certain assets, like you can't even, like, you can lock time frames. Because for crypto, I don't need, the 3 hours is stupid for crypto. I'm only going to use the 458. The 3 hour I mainly just put back up there for, like I said yesterday, was for equities, because the 458 I think is like 7 hours and change or something, so it's almost exactly the same length of the regular session, which in turn makes it look just like a daily candle, so you can't really zoom in. So I just have that on there for equity stuff. But for stuff that trades 24/7, yeah, I mean, like I talked about in that long video in the first beginning thing of just using pretty much dailies. In my low time frame now for crypto is about an 8 hour if you want to just use that. But yeah, this one just nice continuation. This thing looks great above 12 bucks. I mean, there's just nothing wrong with this chart at all above $12 whatsoever. Below 12 bucks, then we'll have to reassess. XMR is actually doing something very bullish right here too, just hanging out right on top of these all-time highs, I believe. Yep, hanging out, which are also kind of these wicks over here too on that monthly. So this is a pretty sexy daily chart right here. Ooh la la, yeah, I like it. This thing above 400 and about 10 bucks, even 400 is fine. But about 410, man, 420, this looks really good. Let's zoom in as close as we will. Well, we broke out of this box. We can just delete that. Because if you don't delete stuff and, like, eventually TradingView, I've had it happen, it'll be like, you can't make any more drawings. And I'm like, oh my God, like, how many drawings do I have? Like, holy shit. Yeah, once this, I shouldn't say once, but if this does reset here and we get the bulls back in control, that would be it. This is a pretty good little flip right here, because I mean, what's the risk? Only about 10-ish%, and I mean, this target is easily up to here, so that's 3-to-1 almost off the get. So that's actually interesting. I think I'm going to nibble on some Monero. That's getting green lit. Throw that green light on that biatch. All right, ZC, our privacy coins looking, oh yeah, see, oh, I like this too, don't you know? Yep, Yeah, this is pretty good. I like this. See if we can kind of just hover right above that 260-ish area. Kind of looks like that 21 simple is pretty important. And yeah, man, we hold this looks pretty damn sexy. A little bit higher risk than Monero. Monero's probably positioned a little bit better. And look, Dash is actually already doing the bullishness. Dash has been very bullish for a hot minute. Oh, we can get rid of this box too. Don't need that. Yeah, bouncing off this previous high and then getting this candle right here. I mean, if this thing closes above like 410, especially above 420, this is going to look pretty damn good, man. And then ultimately we do have to get above that 470-ish area. Next target is about 600 if we could do that. But anything back below for the bearish side, anything back below like 340-ish, I'd be a little bit concerned. All right, what are you doing, Doji? Shiba Master. Ooh, riding off. Okay, Doge. All right. This is actually not too shabby on the Satoshi pair. I like that. I really would like to see it close back up over 1,000 though, sat-wise. But so far doing okay. Let's go to the dollar pair and see what it's doing. Chilling right on the bottom. I actually did peel my short yesterday on that sell-off down here. After it didn't get any follow-through, after another one of these 458 candles, I was like, that's probably done. So kind of just wait. I almost flipped immediately too. Obviously hindsight trading says I should have, but I did not. But yeah, I was thinking about like, man, I should just get long right here. Because why the hell not? It's right on this support, and I'll just stop out another 2-3 pennies down. Because if it does break this line on a closing basis, I think 30 cents, 28 cents becomes almost instantaneous. And let's look at it. Volume profile, give us a little bit better idea on that one. Oh yeah, you don't want to give us that? Okay. Study error. Oh yeah, that's the wrong one. Yeah, so you can see how absolute insano this is. Oh my god, dude. This is going to dump so hard. Don't spaz out on me, TradingView. What's going on? Dude, this is going to dump so hard once it starts selling off. I mean, there's not even fat volume until all the way down in the single pennies, man. Which is funny because at like a meetup or maybe it was just hanging out with some buddies, and they're saying, oh yeah, Doge is going to go back like sub 5 cents at some point. It's like, damn, yeah, you're probably right. But as long as it's hovering this 42 cent area, it's okay. When you zoom in on the daily, there's a little bit of a node right there. So it's trying to support it now. But, man, if you start testing this, it's not going to be that much. And like I said, it's going to be going to pretty much upper 20s. And then, gosh, if it doesn't hold there, then it's pretty much single pennies, I think. With maybe a couple bounces at like 15 cents or whatever. A little bit, but I do think it'll start working its way down to Murderfest. Let's go back to the daily, and also let's get rid of this for now. Yeah, momentum is gone on both oscillators. On the daily, has that creeped up anywhere else? No, 2 days still got it, obviously, so everything else above that's going to have it. Yeah, so, I mean, shit, Doge is okay above 43 cents, man. Or 43 cents. Not too shabby. Alright, let's go to equities. What are they doing over here? What y'all be doing? Alright, so I actually got a little bit of follow-through today on this sell-off. Interesting. And we did close technically below the 21. Now, the bulls did give a pretty tough rally on that. Let's go see what the last time what happened when we did close. Yeah, we got reversed. Not a shocker. We did end up stretching the next day, though, all the way down to the 55. So that would be a pretty substantial sell-off from here if we get a similar behavior. Yeah, look, last time also right here on this body close went and tested the 55. This one, oh, oops, hold up. This one right here technically didn't, but the next one did, and it did go to the 55. This one went to the 55. Man, that's actually a pretty common thing. I don't know if I've ever noticed that before. Officially closed, test the 55 again there. It tested it on the same day, but even after a big pump, the following day, it went back and tested it. This one tested the 55 the next day. This one tested the 55 the next day. This one did is... What the hell, man? This might be a little trade right here. That is pretty crazy. All right, so this one obviously isn't going to work that way because they're stacked on each other, but had the 55 been below it, though, it actually probably would have touched it, given this little tail on the candle. Wow, that's pretty damn interesting, man. All right, so with that knowledge a little bit, I literally just went back for like 6 months. Let's pick a random time pre-COVID and stuff like that. Here's 2018. Let's go. Okay, didn't happen there. It happened there. Happened there. It was on the same candle there. Kind of sloppy there. Kind of same candle there. It happened there. Happened there. Didn't happen here. Here's one is so I've said happened a lot more than not happen. All right, so that's interesting. It looks probably like just off the real quick BS measuring way of that. It looks like it's probably somewhere around like 70% or something. So that's interesting. I mean, so that's a pretty good sell-off, man. And that would coincide perfectly right here to the mama, too, just to come down here in this week and dump to the mama. That would actually be pretty sexy price action. And let's see if the weekly is kind of agreeing with that area. Yes, it is. Right off that 10 simple. So, man, yeah, wow, that would actually bode pretty well. So, maybe we are looking for some sell-off. Let's go to NASDAQ. What'd it do? Oof, NASDAQ has closed below its 55 and is barely hanging on with this. Oh, look at this little doji here. Right above that horse. Are y'all kidding me? That's how we closed today? Are y'all seeing this? Let me zoom in a little bit. Are you seeing this? Dump right below this critical 13.3 area we've been watching forever. It gets a 2% flash dump. I gotta zoom in closer on this one. What the hell? So we just dump out the gate, it looks like. Actually, it wasn't. It was just all overnight session. All overnight session, so we were net short overnight. And then the bulls just ripped all these people's faces off and came right back above. I mean, dude, that is crazy. In a weird way, if this gets follow through and we close back above this 55 EMA at about 13,460, this is probably going to get continuation. What a job by the bulls there. That is pretty impressive. YM, not so impressive. It was so sexy. Then you got this nasty shooting star, which we were like, let's not get follow through on this guy. We did when exactly for bulls happened what they did not want to see. Mega follow through. Right on the 10 simple though, and right on top of this business, so it's not super bearish yet by any means. This probably is more of an opportunity zone than anything, but it's just really got to hold the top end of this box. And what's also nice, wow, you got this shorter time frame 200 right below it, which has been very respected in this chart since the rally began back over in March early this year, tapping it a couple times, bouncing off of it like the Jesus man. But yeah, pretty good. The worst part is we can't have this continuation and get like one more close on the daily below 33.9. I think that would look pretty bad, and I'd look for a run down to the mama 55 here. So let's see if bulls can step their game up right now. Man, it looks like they look at this, right to that 2160 horizontal one more time. Yeah, man, someday I'll do the stuff that I talk about on the stream all the time. When I get more organized, this has been talking about just putting like laddering in small orders down at like critical levels, because sometimes, I mean, you just can't sit at your damn chart or your computer just all day. People got lives and stuff to do. So, but man, pretty bullish action on that. If as long as we're holding about these bodies, really, I'd like to see it just kind of hover here. Zoom in a tad. Yeah. Already getting a little resistance at 2210 on the short time frames, which is where the mama is exactly pretty much right now. So a little resistance. It'd have to get back above that 2210, 2220 area and rising as time goes on here to really kind of flip the script there, because this is a little bit ugly. And it did actually have an open and close below the mama. So yeah, again, all the indices, they're very critical points. Bulls better step their ass in gear here. So we did end up getting that little pump here off of this consolidation cluster zone. Boom. We said yesterday this candle was pretty nice. Got some good follow-throughs. That was pretty nice. But coming up to this major resistance area in the mid-20s. Let's see if VVIX is doing something. VVIX has a pretty sexy close here. It's actually been bullish on the DMI since all the way back here, once it got back above this trend line, even with this little dip below it, it still had bullish posturing on it against the bears, and just got some continuation. TA on volatility is definitely way more tea leaf reading than most stuff, but it does tend to work sometimes. And as long as VVIX is now holding above about 115, bears might be getting ready to really do a slap of the base, dude. Let's see, CL, dump, rally, daily, chilling. This is pretty good candle. I like that it went right to the 21, and this is a green body above the 10 simple. That's pretty good, but it is showing, the chart's showing us a little bit of resistance at that 666 level over here at the devil's resistance, and or 6676. And pretty much it's the same shit, different day, though. You can see that 64-ish level is being very well respected by the bulls right now. So as long, like really right now, we're in a short-term range of looks to be about right around 64 and right up underneath 67. So until we get out of that, it's kind of whatever. Bonds dumping today, just rejection and follow through. So this is not great for the long bond narrative here. Maybe the mama will catch it here below 156.10. I would watch out. Funny enough, notes still look a little bit better. They did not get follow through all the way and kind of just are posted up for now. So they look a little bit better. Yeah, holding this 132-ish area, not too shabby. TNX rallying back in the box, but right to the mama. This isn't good enough for confirmed kind of reversal stuff. It's just more neutral right now than anything, because it's not really bearish either until it breaks down below like 150. So it's just kind of in a neutral stance. Dollar, ooh, my goodness. Dollar trying to post up, but oh, this candle actually closes in 35 minutes. That's what's up. Oh. So that thing, yeah, I mean 89 is the same shit, different day. Euro 121, man, above 121, 120.5, dude. This thing looks great. Love the Euro chart. DAX giving it up. Wow, DAX also selling off real hard with equities, U.S. equities, but I mean it's really kind of still in this stupid range, man. Jesus Christ. I mean, as long as it's holding the mama and these bodies over here, it's kind of just whatever, just more neutral than anything. Shanghai, not selling off, bouncing right off the 200. That's pretty cool, but still consolidating, blah. Gold's chilling. Not the best candle here. Kind of, yeah, I don't really like that. It's not my favorite candle for gold. Didn't see this until today, but you know what? What the hell ever. It's above the, don't want to overthink it. It's above the damn trend line with the little fake out breakdown. And so as long as we're above these bodies, about 18, man, look at price confirming that level that we've been watching for a while, that 1820-ish area. So it's a little bit higher, but I mean, it just dipped right to it. And then the body's closed. So 1820, man, is definitely gold's little floor right now. Let's see here. Silver looks fine still. Beast mode, pretty much. Candle. I mean, silver just looks so good. I mean, weekly, daily. This is the crack time frames. Crack time frames aren't all the way bullish, but I mean, you're talking, they're crack time frames. There's like every other time frame is bullish on silver. I mean, it's stupid. I'm mega bullish on silver, and I have been for a while. Y'all know. All right, palladium, platinum. Palladium's being lame. Platinum's being lame too, but it looks still okay. Just rising up in this channel. Really, nothing back below 1200. I think back below 1200 probably comes down closer to this trend line. And palladium's just chilling in this range, 2850 to about 3K. So it's just whatever. Obviously, this is going to be selling off with the markets. It's got that sloppy indecision and horizontal crap at the top of the range. So maybe this has just been price consolidating up here, getting ready for that pump. Oh my God, Reef token. I just saw on my other screen. Let's go actually look at some big movers real quick. Yeah, cool. All right, Yearn. Wow, $77,000. What the absolute F, dude? What the hell is that? Like, what? Like, oh my God, dude. Get the hell out of here. What? Dude, this is freaking mean. Look what happened back here, though, in 5 weeks. 70%. But then 5 weeks later, it just got it all back. So, hey, fair enough. Wow, Yearn Finance, or YFI Finance, whatever the hell this is. Absolute bananas, dude. OMG pumping. Nice, it had a good chart. We looked at that one a week or so ago. List kind of doing a pump. Oh, what did I say? Reefer Madness. Nice pump. Good EMA test on this daily. A little sloppy though. This was oh man, on the lower time frame though, it was pretty sexy on that, and it agreed with the daily. So that one was looking pretty good. Very nice. This thing, though, has a lot of resistance right here in the mid-5s, so I'd be real careful with this. I would love to see confirmation. Let's have this bitch break out 6, 7 cents, and then on retest to that 5 cent level. Man, that would be super sexy time. A lot of green today on the crypto watch list. Very nice. Oh, yeah, let's run a screener real quick. I want to see something. Because y'all know I've been kind of testing with this thing a little bit. CeeLo. All right, CeeLo Jenkins. It's pretty good. Not too shabby. I like the daily on the DMI is the best thing. Hey man, this thing holding 480 actually looks pretty damn good. Maybe a little opportunity right there. Is this one rallying hard? No, not quite yet. That's the one. We've been watching that one a little bit. It's only on Coinbase, though. How about stocks? Oh, this looks pretty damn sexy. It is pennies, though, so you gotta be careful with that. Oh, damn, yeah, this one actually looks pretty damn good. It is really micro penny crap, though, so you gotta be careful. These things, like these candles, are gonna be, 20, 40%. But, I mean, it does have the opening up here. It is looking pretty good, to be fair. All right, let's go into some of these other ones. Pundy X, what are you doing? Nothing. We just looked at that one. Arter's chilling. Algo's kind of looking all right. Let's zoom in on it a little bit. Yeah, if we can ride back this EMA on the Mama and get back above 150, reset these oscillators, it definitely could have a good chart. Not quite yet, but it's real damn close. XCM, XCM just struggling, man. Big storm coming, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Waves, kind of sloppy, but I mean, hey, as long as it's holding about 26 bucks, looks good to me. Keeping it easy peasy. All right, I think that's going to be it for today. Much love. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch y'all mañana. And hopefully it'll be during the session. Like I said, I'm just going through a little bit of a change in some schedule with my kiddo and stuff. So, and just a couple little trying to organize and just allocate time better. I'm just kind of... It's hard to do that when you're your own boss and stuff. You own your own, business and all that. It's like you got to be extra disciplined because it's like there's no one to bitch at you. There's no like, oh, man, why are you late, bro? Why are you late? Don't be late. dock your pay or something. It's like, no, you can show up late if you want. Your pay will probably be docked just naturally by a sales or whatever, but there's no one forcing you to do it. So, but just got so many things going on: kids, markets, trading, pizza. It's all over the place, but that's all good. It keeps me busy. Anyway, I'm really signing off this time. Much love. I'll holla at you guys manana. Have an awesome Tuesday evening. Peace.
Game over.